Hello, everyone. This is Truby Chiaviello again with PRIMO Magazine, and today's date's October the 10th, 2025. Come this Monday is Columbus Day, and so we're all excited about that. Please like and subscribe to this channel so we can have more videos like this. Columbus Day, some good news. President Trump, he came out, he did what he said he was going to do. He had a White House proclamation that was exclusive for Columbus. He didn't share Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day, and his proclamation just conveyed the heroics of Columbus. And he says that Columbus Day is a worthy day for us to celebrate, and Christopher Columbus is a hero. And so, we say kudos to President Trump. I wished he would have had a reception at the White House to invite all Italian Americans, but that's not going to be the case this year. Perhaps that might happen next year or years after that. President Biden did that, and I commended President Biden for doing that. The problem with President Biden was when he made the White House proclamations, he shared it with Indigenous Peoples Day, but that's not the case with President Trump. So I think that's good what President Trump did, the White House proclamation. But the purpose of my video today is why we defend Columbus Day so much, and why we cannot allow Columbus Day to be canceled. And the reason for that is you can look at this past Monday. In Colorado, they celebrated Cabrini Day. This is for Mother Cabrini, America's first saint. A woman from Italy. She came. We all love Mother Cabrini. I put her on the front cover of Primo. We had a wonderful edition espousing all of the great contributions that she made. She'll definitely go down in history as one of the top Americans for all the great things she did. And is she worthy for a state holiday or a holiday that somebody wants to put together? Absolutely. Absolutely. Where I live in Washington, D.C., if they wanted to celebrate Mother Cabrini Day, I would be all in favor. But I would not be in favor of what they did in Colorado, which is to take out Columbus Day and put in place Cabrini Day. So they replaced Columbus with Mother Cabrini. And the reason why I would not be in favor of that is because of what we're seeing happening in Colorado. And what we're seeing happening in Colorado is nothing. No one really is celebrating Mother Cabrini. There's no parades, there's no floats, there's no festivities. They're not celebrating Mother Cabrini, and so as a result, they're not celebrating or recognizing Italian Americans and our Italian American heritage and our presence here in this country and the contributions we've made to this country. And this is the problem. You see, you're never going to get another figure of history like Columbus. You put out your best, and he is our best, like it or not. He had his flaws. He had his problems. But what he accomplished will go down in history as one of the greatest accomplishments ever. He discovered two whole continents, discovered the Western Hemisphere. He completed the world. And this makes him an extraordinary figure. And this is why we celebrate him. We celebrate him. People from Spain should celebrate him. If you're connected to Spain in any way, you should celebrate Columbus because he sailed for Spain. He didn't sail for Italy. He sailed for Spain. Spain was the kingdom of Spain, the monarchy of Spain, saw his potential, saw what he had to offer. It wasn't easy for him, by the way, but they were the ones that gave him the green light. They were the ones that gave him the support. So Italy and Spain and people from Italy and Spain should celebrate Columbus Day. And when I say you're from Spain, if your grandparents or great-grandparents came from Spain and settled in Cuba or any of the Caribbean nations or Central or South America, by all means, this is a proud moment for you. You see, Columbus is the discovery that he made is connected to our country. It's connected to the United States. The whole idea of the United States really, in some ways, can be personified by him. The person who leaves the old world, comes to the new world, and develops a whole new life for himself. And this is what the United States is about. This is what a lot of countries are about here in the New World. And that's why he's so important. Mother Cabrini is different. She is, when you have a country, when everything is already settled, she comes in and she sees who the winners and the losers are, and she helps out those who aren't succeeding, who aren't finding success here in this country. The immigrant population, the people in need of help, in need of her support. And she is to be commended for that. But what people are trying to do who are not Italians is they're trying to take away our historical figure. They're trying to take away our history. They're trying to take away the person that we revere, and they're saying, no, no, you can't revere him. You can't celebrate him. Celebrate this person instead. So we like this person. We don't like Columbus. And the reasons why they don't like Columbus, 9 times out of 10 are unfounded. They're not supported. The fact that you have Native Americans here in this country, indigenous people, not a lot of them, mind you, in fact, a minority of them, who blame Columbus for the atrocities that happened here in the United States is absolutely absurd, because Columbus never set foot in what is today the United States. I have an article on PRIMO's website, that's www.onlineprimo.com, which you can read, and it just takes a few of the states here on the East Coast primarily and shows the atrocities that occurred against indigenous people. It was all done by people of Northern Europe, British, Dutch, Northern Europeans. There wasn't an Italian in sight. Columbus had been dead for 150 years when this was going on. So, if you have a problem with what happened to the indigenous people, indigenous population in Massachusetts and Connecticut and these other states, don't blame Columbus. Take your anger out on the people who were responsible for it. And those are the people who originally came from Britain and from the Netherlands and other places. I have Welsh in me. This is what happened in the beginning of the country's settlement and exploration. That is the group that was at most odds with the Native Americans, and not Columbus, and not the Italians. And this is something that we need to remind people about. Our historical figure is indicative of just the idea of exploration, the idea of moving from one place to another, trying to move up in society, trying to change yourself, trying to make yourself better. That's Columbus. That's what he personifies. And a reason why I also don't like the idea of changing Columbus Day for Cabrini Day is because they did this in 2020, the legislature in Colorado. What's going to happen 5 years from now or 10 years from now when there is a debate about gay marriage again might spring up, abortion rights, what have you? They're going to look at the figure of Cabrini, Catholic nun, and she would not be in favor of abortion. She wouldn't be in favor of a lot of ideas that people want to pursue. Don't tell me that they wouldn't attack her. Don't tell me that they would not complain about her day, and before you know it, she's canceled. And now we have to have another figure for us to try and embrace, but that's not even going to get there. If we lose Columbus, okay, we're not going to find someone who's going to replace them. And there's been talk all along about replacing them with some other figure. It doesn't work. It doesn't work well because no one comes to that level. No one has achieved that incredible success. There was talk about maybe celebrating a union leader. He's an impressive figure. He might have done some extraordinary things within his own domain, but somebody working for the rights of indigenous workers, collective bargaining doesn't rise to the level of somebody who discovered the whole new world. I mean, it doesn't come to the same level. And this is something that we have to remember. Italian American heritage is here for Italian Americans, and we are here to promote ourselves and to establish ourselves and to say to the United States, the people of the United States, that we matter, that we came to this country, we contributed to this country, and so therefore we're deemed worthy of a day, one day, to celebrate us, to acknowledge our existence, and to look at the people of history who contributed to this country. And the greatest person of history among the group is no doubt Christopher Columbus. They've tried to malign him, attack him, ruin him, but every single time the facts come to light that he was a great figure and a figure worthy of celebration. So this Monday, go out there, celebrate Columbus Day, celebrate the fact that he explored the New World, he settled the New World. He is the reason why so many of us are here today. Celebrate that fact. Celebrate the fact that had it not been for Columbus, the United States wouldn't be here. South American countries, North American countries, Canada would not be here. So many countries would not be here. We would not have this great country of ours and the great contributions we've made had it not been for Columbus, had it not been for an Italian. So that's worthy for you to go out and celebrate your Italian-American heritage, celebrate Columbus Day, defend Columbus Day, always defend Columbus Day, because no one is going to come along to substitute him or replace him. Even the great Mother Cabrini can't do it, because Columbus stands for what we're about in this country, which is to move forward, which is to make ourselves great, make our countries great, and that comes with the spirit of exploration, the spirit of adventure, and the spirit of betterment. And that's what Columbus is all about. So, happy Columbus Day to you and your family, and may everyone have a great holiday weekend and a great holiday this Monday. So I have some more updates coming your way on the website, www.onlineprimo.com. Again, please like this video and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until we meet again, thank you very much.